Obviously, tough loss yesterday, disappointing, and just talked to the team about finishing on a positive note. Got one more opportunity, got to make the most of it, and so we're moving to that.
All right, Nate Atkins.
Hey, Jeff, got a couple for you here. Just first off, do you have an update on Nick Foles, just how he's feeling right now?
Yeah, Nick's really sore, obviously, in the whole side of his body, and obviously he took a massive shot there, landed on the ball, and so a lot of pain, and he'll be down this week.
Okay, and we asked yesterday about that hit, but one thing we didn't get into was Kayvon Thibodeau's celebration, doing the snow angels on the field. I was just curious how you felt about that, and just as a coach and a former lineman, do you wish your own lineman had maybe done a little bit more in that moment to either protect Nick or get him off, or just what are your thoughts of that whole situation?
Yeah, tasteless from the celebration afterwards, just, trash. Not a fan of it at all. Disappointed from the O-line perspective, and for teammates in general. We protect our own, man. Y'all know me, man. I've been here a long time, so I'm just going to tread lightly. Obviously, I didn't like it at all, and that's where I'll leave it.
Greg Doyle.
That was kind of my question, but I'll ask you another one. Are you going to talk to them about that? Besides, they might read this in the print. Are you going to let them know that can't happen anymore?
Yeah, we'll have a discussion about it.
Thank you.
Mike Chappell.
Jeff, obviously, with Nick down, is Matt back up, or will you stick with Sam, or have you decided what you're doing at quarterback?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sam Chap. Sam's gonna be our guy. I was happy with the way he played yesterday when he came in. Didn't do everything perfect, but I thought his energy was good. I thought he worked the ball down the field, and in all fairness to him, at the end of the game, we just we kind of pulled off, knowing where we were, and only one quarterback healthy, so to make sure we kind of protected him for this week with Matt being down. So but I thought that he was aggressive and attacked the field, and so yeah, it'll be Sam this week with Matt backing up.
James Boyd.
That was my question, so I'm good.
Kevin Bowen.
Jeff, if Sam would have gotten hurt in the second half on Sunday, who would you have gone to?
Oh, well, I'm not gonna get into who it was, but we had already had a plan. We had discussed that before, and we discussed it at halftime, and knew which way we were going. Wristbands prepared, kind of the whole deal that you get ahead. So yeah, we have a guy, but I'm not gonna put it out there. But yeah, we had a plan.
Bob Kravitz.
Jeff, in the 7-8 weeks that you've been doing this, what are the biggest lessons that you've learned about this position?
Biggest lessons. Losing sucks. I am not a fan of where we are we have not done as well as I had hoped. I knew it was going to be hard. I knew we were going to be challenged in a lot of areas, but the frustration doesn't change. I feel bad for the players, man. These guys, they fight and work each week, and obviously the results aren't good. And so we trying to finish off strong. But when you talk about lessons, I'll have more time when the season's over to reflect. But obviously, from an offensive perspective, that's probably been my largest frustration. And when you're undermanned from a coaching staff perspective, and then it's not, it's showing up on offense, and you're seeing it. And again, these coaches are putting in the maximum amount of time and energy and effort, but it doesn't show on the field. There's frustration there. So I'd be lying if I told you I go home, feeling good about it. It frustrates the daylights out of me. And that's where we stand. The record is what it is. We've played some close games. We've done all those kinds of things. That's neither here nor there, right? The record is what it is, and trying to change it and get another win under this thing, but frustrated. But as far as like overall lessons, Bob, I won't even think about that until after the season.
If I can follow up real quick, being undermanned on the coaching side, how does that manifest itself on the field of play?
I think just from being able to find different ways, being able to attack defenses in different ways. Again, when you think about all the different phases of an NFL game, whether that's 4-minute, backed up, 2-minute, red zone, tight red, back, however you want to break down how you do it offensively. There's a lot of different pieces and parts as you're putting a game plan together. And so you have to limit the amount of plays you can put in there if you only have so many people or how much time is going into each section. So I would tell you when you're trying to get your game prepped and defenses decide to play you a certain way or a different way, as you're going down the scroll, that's the part that becomes difficult. So again, it's not an excuse, Bob. It's reality, and that's where we are. And nobody's going to feel sorry for you. I don't expect it. I really don't care. At the end of the day, I'm frustrated that it's not better than it is, and I'd like to see better results. And it just hasn't happened that way.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, last one, Zach Kiefer.
Jeff, kind of on that same note, when I've talked to head coaches in the past, they've always said that it's such a big step from an OC or DC job, right? There's nothing that really prepares you. Your situation was very different. You've talked about how hard this was going to be from the beginning. Has this humbled you in terms of jumping right into the top job, or was it what you expected?
No, and I told you this last night, Zach. I mean, this is what I expected. I mean, from a difficulty perspective, listen, man, you could look throughout the league. There's been guys who've been coaching a long time, great coordinators, and they've won 3 games, 4 games, 5 games, whatever it is, right? 1 game. I mean, so, my length of whatever, I don't assign to the struggles. I mean, like you said, people talk about it all the time, and I can't tell you how many coaches have come to me after each game or called me personally and had discussions about, like you said, all of them say I wasn't prepared for this, or I was working to get prepared for this, or I'm learning on the job for this. And so, no, I knew it was going to be difficult, and all the preparation in the world that people are talking about, I don't have, or whatever that looks like. The coaches who have been there forever, the records could still be the same. So I don't think the record is indicative of that. It's the process and trying to get this thing on the right track, man. And that's the frustration for me, because ultimately it comes down to putting the players in the best chance to win. And that's what we're trying to get done. And unfortunately, we haven't done enough of it.
All right, James Boyd, one more, last one here.
Just a quick update. I know you said Nick will be down this week. Do you expect a few guys to be back, like Kylan, like Kenny, like Ashton at all?
I haven't had that meeting yet, James. We'll have that here this afternoon, and we'll get even more clarification tomorrow. But I'm hopeful that those guys can get up and get ready and play. But we haven't had that meeting yet.